the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Golden Gophers will boot it away to start the game. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Wolverines offense will get the first crack at it here. Historically, guys, Michigan has kept a death grip on the little brown jug. Gophers hoping to put that thing in play today.
And you see that little brown jug in the celebration after every Michigan-Minnesota game. And you're right, Michigan has had it for the majority of the time.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up second down. Quarterback will audible. To throw, it's Burns. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's not afraid to go deep. Reels it in down the left side. Oh, look out, there he goes. Touchdown, Michigan. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Golden Gophers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. These two dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offensive day, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting sacked.
Yeah, best athletes on the field are defensive linemen, and when you got guys like this that can get after the quarterback, points will be at a premium.
They'll run play action. And that ball is picked off. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. Line gets set, first down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. It's complete.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Coming out with it, it's Suggs. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Golden Gophers are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw. It's McGooligan. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. And here comes the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Power.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Pulls and throws out the RPO. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. What a first quarter for this offense. A chance to score again on 1st and goal. He's going to pass. Gets rid of it. He's got the tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now on 2nd and goal. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They were able to get a field goal on board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Suggs. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Scanning the field, it's McGoughigan. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes a connection. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack. And that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. He's looking downfield to throw. Got it set up on the outside. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. And the Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looking for a block. It's Clemens. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Michigan. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats, and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. The give from the gun. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. They run the reverse. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Wide receiver shows motion. Back to throw, it's McGooligan. Get it out on the screen. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. The give to the back. Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Golden Gophers have their offense in high gear. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Keeps the legs moving. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. And the Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strikes. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. This offense has a 2nd down play. Looking for a man. It's Burns. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man by himself. Touchdown Wolverines. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now.
Oh, it's on the ground. Live ball. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Looking to go up top on first down. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 28. Off play action. Going for it all. And that ball is hauled in the end zone, but he is just out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take another shot here. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. And the field goal unit is on the field. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. It's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
And I love these offensive coaches going right back to your guy. I believe in you. Just because you fumbled doesn't mean I'm not going to give you the football.
Yeah, he's repaying the favor right now to this coaching staff as well. And doesn't it just seem like he's running with a little bit more juice? He looks like he's ticked off.
In the lore of the little brown jug, guys, it originally was just a water jug that Michigan wanted back, and Minnesota told them, well, come win it if you want it so badly.
Yeah, listen, I mean, it's not the most expensive-looking trophy out there for sure, but listen, it was important. I mean, it was helping hydrate people back in the day, David, so, you know, you get points for that.
Not expensive, but you know what? Anything that drives the hate between people and the animosity, sign me up, bro. And so we got to play for it. It means something, and people argued about it. Little brown jug me.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Michigan. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the returner is stopped. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He's taking the shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. After misfiring, it's 2nd down. Off the play fake. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. He lobs one high down the left side. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Touchdown, return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown reads.
And the Golden Gophers headed quickly to the line. Looking for a man. It's McGooligan. Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker. Going up top on first down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Steps away to find some room. Tripped up for the tackle.
I'll tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but look at the situation now he's put his offense in.
And they got him for the sack. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether...
And the quarterback is snowed under. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11.
2nd down coming up.
He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
This guy is very proud about his accuracy. That's why he's one of the better quarterbacks in all of college football. And that time, ball just got away from him a little bit. It's going to set up 3rd down.
Oh, he left him grabbing. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Trying to find his man on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Touchdown, Michigan! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, seldom do the rational turn irrational the way they do when these two teams and fan bases get together with a little brown jug on the line. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Minnesota and Michigan plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Dances away. The Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He gets a block. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. With the catch, it's Hoffman. Obliterates him, still on the move. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right back to the well. They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Working that left side now. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football instead. They throw it, catch them off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Touchdown, Wolverines! And the punishment has been extended. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
1st down for this offense. Now on the counter. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They'll throw it on first down. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it. Touchdown, Michigan. The defense takes matters into their own hands. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. And the pass is intercepted. You know he would have loved to have tacked on a big return to that pick, but they've got it in the red zone at the 15. Excellent field position here for the offense. Give to the back. Brought down after a pickup of 5 yards down to the 10.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
They go to the ground. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw for it. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the stomping has commenced. Michigan has dominated this rivalry over the years, and they will go so close to securing the jug again.
You look at Michigan on paper, and they have an advantage all over the place against Minnesota. It was a question of whether they could just stay out of their own way. If they eliminated the mistakes, we knew this was going to be a tall order for Minnesota, and Michigan just looks dominant.
Yeah, it stinks, but it is the facts. The facts are you're less talented at Minnesota, and you've got to play really, really well, especially in these rivalry games, and hope to catch Michigan on a bad day. But that little brown jug is inching towards Michigan's sideline now.
Good pickup on the ground here. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's low. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And the Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
The Wolverines have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, running back on the move. How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass? And the Wolverines are rolling down the field. They're getting this guy lathered up. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was 2nd and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Touchdown, Michigan! And the pummeling has started. They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Feeling some heat. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. 2nd down now after the sack. He's looking to throw. Got the back over the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Got a man in the middle. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the 4th quarter.
He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. Coming after him. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Golden Gophers will punt it away on 4th down. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, Dave. Speeding down the left side. The 40. Past the 20. Didn't take him long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on 1st down. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing